welcome to my NaNoWriMo wrap-up. This is my very first NaNoWriMo, and today I decided to go to the hotel to write. And as you can see, I'm in a hotel room. It's November 29th, so I have one day left. Classic overpacker. But the reason you might say to yourself, why does a very first time writer, first ever attempt at writing anything, need to come to a hotel to finish NaNoWriMo? I'll tell you that. Stay tuned. Okay, as I said earlier, I've came and got a hotel room for NaNoWriMo. I made a huge mistake and I brought my girls with me. So we checked in at 3. It is now 6:26 and they just left. And I've gotten 0 writing done. That was my mistake. I know my youngest likes to swim, so I brought them so they could swim and then had their dad pick them up after work. That did not leave me any time to do any writing while they were here. So now my husband brought me dinner. So I'm gonna get some food here and then I'm going to get started on a writing sprint. All right, I admit I'm starting to panic just a little bit. I had hoped to be a little bit farther along by now. It's 7 o'clock, so yeah. So let me show you where I'm at. Okay, so I am sitting at 45,021 words, and I did today get, I did 679 this morning, which I have not added. Oh my God, don't you hate it when you forget to push record? My goodness. Okay, so I wrote about 679 words this morning, which is not included in the 45,000 number, which leaves me about like 4,400 to go for Nano. I was hoping to be a little bit further ahead by now, but I'm not. So I got to get started. And I guess if push comes to shove, I do have time tomorrow afternoon to evening to finish up. But I really wanted to get this done tonight. I'm going to go ahead and do a word sprint for about 30 minutes. We'll see how far that gets us, and I'll be back to check in. All right, I just wrote for about 20 minutes, and I wrote for two separate sections. So altogether, I wrote 609 words in that 20 minutes. And then I just messed around with some I messed around with something. I messed around with some organization of my novel. So let me tell you about my novel because I have not done that yet. I am writing a memoir, partially. It's basically a fictionalized memoir of 3 generations of women based on myself, my mother, and her biological mother who did not raise her. And I basically came up with this idea when my mom passed. And there were lots of questions that I should have asked why she was alive, but either I didn't or some of those questions just were never answered and never will be because everyone's gone now. So this was a way for me to kind of work through some grief, come up with some theories on and answers to some of those questions. Now, my mom died 3 years ago, so it wasn't exactly an immediate way to work through grief. But 3 years later, it's still, writing this has been very cathartic for me. So I'm going to take a short break and do something because I also have tons of other little things I would like to accomplish this weekend. So I'm going to take a break and do one of those, and then I'll be back probably maybe 30 minutes and I'll try to finish up writing the scene I was just working on. It is 8:42 and I'm about to do another writing sprint. I changed to my new laptop I just got today, one of the new MacBook Airs, which I've never actually owned a MacBook before, but I got it to help me with my video editing. So Gonna sit and write for another 20 minutes. I was able to get a few things finished up. It is Cyber Monday, so I have been wanting all day to finish off an order, and I finally got that done. So that's like probably 75% of my Christmas is finished. Starting to get a little overwhelmed. Feel like I haven't had time to accomplish anything, that this was kind of a waste of time to go to a hotel. It's my own fault though. I could have left the girls at home, but they just have, one of them at least, has so much fun when she comes to the hotel, and I'm a sucker. And it wasn't them, they didn't like ask or beg. I offered, you know, I tend to do that a lot. Put myself, I don't want to say I put myself last all the time, because I do plenty of things for myself. But when it comes to things like this, that the intention is for me to get something done, I think every time I go to a hotel, I let my kids come, every time. So I'm just frustrated with myself, because I could have done like 2 or 3 extra sprints of writing already and been way ahead. But it is what it is, so I'm gonna get started now and see where it leads me. Okay, it is 10:30. I have not done any writing since I checked in last time, but I'm about to get on and do a sprint. And then I might take a bath, and we'll see what our status is at that point. Okay, it is after 1 o'clock in the morning. 1:15 maybe, I don't know. I just finished my last sprint, got about 1,000 words in at the end between 2 different times since 11. So yeah, since 11. I have about 1,000 to 1,500 words left to go tomorrow. I have about 1,000 or 1,500 words to go tomorrow. I got a little loopy on my calculations at the end, so I have to double check it, but I am off to bed. And I'll definitely be able to do that, so I'm feeling pretty good. Would have liked to finish tonight, but it didn't happen. So I'll be back tomorrow to win NaNoWriMo 2021. I'm exhausted. I stayed up way too late and did not get enough sleep. But back to writing. Good morning again. I went down and got some coffee. Put a few curls in my hair. I have my winner's t-shirt on. Not quite a winner yet, but I will be by the end of the day. So I'm gonna write about 500 more words, do a quick sprint, then I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. I have some things to do this morning, and although I wish I could sit here and finish up, I just can't. But I have plenty of time later today. Just need to get my morning over, and then I'll get home and check back in. Okay, I'm home. I'm really tired. I would say, so I had a quick doctor's checkup, and now I am going to sit and finish my writing. So I would say the hotel stay was probably, I don't want to call it a mistake, but I certainly did not live up to my expectations. So as you saw from the previous video, I just did a quick little word sprint, but spent most of that time just fighting with the dog to get off of my keyboard. So I did 239 words for that, which leaves me about 750 for the day. And I'm feeling a little nervous about finishing, and that kind of goes along with why I got the hotel room from before. So if you remember yesterday, I mentioned why does a first time ever writer even need a hotel room. There were two main reasons. One, I just wanted to have some time to focus. I'm a full-time homeschooling, stay-at-home mom, so I'm always with other people. And I love being with other people. I love being with my family, but it causes, pretty constant interruption. So it's hard to concentrate. So that was the number one reason. But the number two reason was I have been saving some things I wanted to write about for the end of my novel. And I was saving those for a particular reason because I knew that they would be hard to write about. So number one, I wanted to include the story of my own sexual abuse, and I knew I needed the headspace to write about that. But also, I am writing, like I mentioned, a 3-generational story and writing my own death, but also of my mother's death. And I wrote bits and pieces of it. I still don't feel ready to write the whole thing. And I could definitely write more than 750 words on it, but so I'm not sure. I will finish up the scene I'm writing currently, but I think that it's something that I definitely will have time to go back to and add more, and I think that will be very beneficial to me. Whether or not this book ever even makes the light of day after that, I don't know. But I do feel like I would be doing a true disservice to myself if I never put that down on paper, because what I've written so far has been very healing to me, enlightening. I've made a lot of connections in my life. So that's something I definitely want to finish up. But for now, I'm going to get myself comfortable, watch a YouTube video, and then I will do another writing sprint. So I'll see you in a little bit. I did it. Everybody. I can't believe it. I did it. I wrote 50,000 words in the month of November. I wrote every day. And I don't know why I'm getting so teary-eyed. But first of all, I accomplished a goal of writing every day for 30 days. And I let myself down a lot. I'm overwhelmed. I feel like this was huge, a huge thing that I did. So I'm really happy.